Hey there, healthy folks! Are you enjoying summer so far? Weird times, am I right? While this year may be a little different, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy the usual summer staples. How often do you drink cold brew coffee? I don't mean iced coffee, by the way. Cold brew coffee is made by soaking coffee beans in cold water for an extended period of time. Iced coffee is essentially just hot coffee with ice poured in. Let's talk about ways cold brew coffee can be healthy for you. Does it lower your risk of diabetes? Will drinking it improve your mood? Wait, can iced coffee really help you live longer? We're talking all that and more. Number 1. Increases lifespan. Yes, drinking any type of cold brew coffee can lower your risk of death. Sounds wild, right? Well, it's not as crazy as you think. I mean, drinking coffee isn't exactly like finding the fountain of youth. Coffee is generally high in antioxidants. This prevents cell damage and helps to stop the spread of free radicals. A long-term study focused on people between the ages of 50 to 71. As it turned out, the more coffee people drank, the healthier they were. They had a much lower chance of dying from heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and infections. While regular coffee carries more antioxidants than cold brew, you can still benefit from the latter. These antioxidants include things like polyphenols, which have the ability to fight not only weight issues, but heart disease and diabetes. The more antioxidants are going to work in your system, the better chance you'll have at living a long and healthy life. Is there another drink or food item you enjoy that can also help you live longer? What is it? Sound off in the comments section and start a conversation with our Bestie community. Number 2. Easy on the stomach. While so many people rely on coffee to get them through your day, they often don't realize how tough it is on their stomach. Coffee can cause acid reflux. This is where stomach acid flows from the stomach and back into your esophagus. Acid reflux can cause extreme irritation and heartburn. Certain studies have found that cold brew coffee has slightly less acid than the regular kind. This means that it will probably irritate your stomach less and allow you to feel comfortable. Another reason cold brew is better for your stomach is that it contains special carbs called polysaccharides. These boost the immunity of your digestive system. As a result, your gut again becomes much less irritated. Let's not forget about antioxidants. The powerful polyphenols go to war within the digestive system, mostly getting rid of your digestive issues. Number 3. Lowers diabetes risk. We touched on this a moment ago, but it deserves a closer look. The more cold brewed coffee you drink, the less chances you have of developing diabetes. Between 1980 and 2014, the number of people around the world with diabetes went from 108 million and 422 million. In 2020, the numbers are only getting worse. A person with type 2 diabetes has blood sugar levels that are way too high. This leads to a wide array of other health problems. Luckily for coffee drinkers, chlorogenic acid, another antioxidant, can reduce the risk of diabetes. Cold brew coffee will also regulate something called gut peptides. This slows down your digestive system and keeps your blood sugar stable. Whatever the cause may be, research has found that drinking 4 to 5 cups of coffee per day can reduce your risk of having type 2 diabetes by about 30%. Reviews of more than 1 million coffee drinkers have also noticed that those who increased their coffee intake over the span of 4 years had an 11% lowered risk of getting diabetes. If you're gonna hike up your cold brew intake, just be sure you aren't loading it with sugar. It's best to have it black. Number 4. Makes you happier. Cold brew coffee is known for its mood-boosting effects. Given how things have been going these days, it seems like we all could improve our moods a bit. Across the globe, more than 264 million people have depression. What makes it scarier is that those are just the folks who've been diagnosed. Everywhere you turn now, people are saying they feel depressed. In the case of coffee, it's the caffeine that enhances your mood. Research on people suffering from sleep deprivation finds that those who consume caffeine show signs of being happier. A 2013 study on 12 adults showed that drinking less than 2 milligrams per each pound of body weight can improve your mood by 11%. Keep in mind, caffeine can also have negative effects on your mood. Too much can make you feel hyper, anxious, and just plain gross. So I obviously can't guarantee that you're gonna feel better by upping your intake. Nevertheless, it's something to consider if you've been feeling down lately. Number 5. Increases brain function. Not only can cold brew coffee make you happier, it can improve how your brain functions overall. This is especially good news for older adults who grow slower over time. You again have caffeine to thank for this. The same study I mentioned from a moment ago also saw the reaction time increase among the 12 adults. This meant that they were able to pay better attention to objects coming towards them. In other words, caffeine improved their ability to focus. You have about the same chances of increasing your brain function with cold brew coffee. It has a similar amount of caffeine. In fact, we're going to talk about that more in a second. But before we continue, are you concerned about the state of your health overall? Check out our recent video discussing the 15 best foods for men to burn body fat fast. Now back to our list of cold brew benefits. Number 6. Lots of caffeine. While cold brew coffee is different than the regular kind, it carries roughly the same amount of caffeine. Coffee is generally known as the largest dietary source of caffeine. There's about 95 milligrams of caffeine in a cup of regular coffee. But when left undiluted, cold brew coffee can contain around 200 milligrams of caffeine. Now that will wake you up. But when it is diluted, the caffeine content is reduced, bringing it closer to that of a regular coffee at about 100 milligrams. If you're looking for a quick pick-me-up on the way to work, a scalding hot cup of coffee isn't your only option. Number 7. Boosts your metabolism. Drinking cold brew coffee can speed up your metabolic rate. The faster your metabolism runs, the more calories you'll burn off. This results in weight loss. It's again due to the heavy caffeine presence in your drink. Research has concluded that cold brew coffee will increase your metabolism by 11%. From here, the body will be able to use more food as energy. This then will burn more fat. A study from 2004 focused on 8 grown men who drank caffeine over a certain period of time. By the end, the rate in which they burnt calories has increased by 13%. For all you workout machines, this is something for you to consider. You've probably been thinking a lot about how to switch up your diet. Well, along with all your fruits and veggies, cold brew coffee can be a great addition to help you shed pounds. How about a small one after an outdoor workout? It's both delicious and will get your metabolism going. Number 8. Protects your heart. This is something else we brushed upon earlier. The antioxidants in cold brew coffee help prevent your heart from failing. Outside of caffeine and polyphenols, cold brew coffee carries compounds that reduce the risk of heart disease. These include magnesium and lignans. The compounds work to lower your blood pressure, balance blood sugar, and increase insulin sensitivity. Studies have shown that drinking 3 to 5 cups each day lowers your risk of heart disease by around 15%. Keep in mind, it's probably not a good idea to drink more than 5 cups a day. There needs to be more research done to figure out what exactly happens after 6 cold brew coffees. If you've had pre-existing conditions involving your blood pressure, it may not be a good idea to pump yourself with coffee just yet. Number 9. Increases your memory. Cold brew coffee is known to decrease your risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. These conditions happen as your brain cells deteriorate and your mental health declines. According to research, the same 3 to 5 cups of coffee may very well decrease the chances of dementia by 65%. This is mostly for people who are over the age of 50. Studies often indicate that coffee drinkers have a lower risk of Parkinson's. So if you want to improve your memory and reduce your chances of getting these diseases, cold brew might be your best bet. How much cold brew coffee do you drink? Would you consider drinking it more after watching this video? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait! What kind of bestie are we if we don't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video, and enjoy.